I'm gardening expert Michael Perry, and I'm here to show you a range of gardening videos to help you get the best out of your outdoor space, and in some very surprising ways as well. So you'll be guaranteed colour almost all year round. Okay, so hanging baskets. It's really great to have some hanging baskets around the home because it adds a little bit of height to what we're developing in the garden. It also allows us to dress our front door or add colour to various dull walls around the back or kind of at the side of the house. So we're going to plant up a range of different baskets here today. We've already planted up a very richly coloured one that I'm going to show you in a little while, but now we're going to plant a pastel mixture of patio plants into our wicker hanging basket. So it's got a very vintage feel to this. And it's also a hanging basket that is at least 30 centimeters in diameter. If you use any basket smaller, then it's okay, but it will dry out much quicker. The more volume of compost you have, the longer that compost can hold on to the moisture, which means less watering for you and more time sat in the garden having your favorite drink. So we're going to start to fill our basket with the compost, and you'll see that this is actually a flat bottomed basket, so it's a little bit easier for us to plant up. So we're going to start to fill with some of the best quality compost that you can afford. It doesn't make sense to buy good quality plants but scrimp on the compost. High quality compost doesn't include any weed seeds that you can sometimes get with the cheaper brands, but it also has nutrients already built in. It already has a better structure which keeps hold of moisture, which of course is the key thing to your summer container success. The first thing we're going to mix in is our controlled release fertilizer. So we're going to mix in that controlled release fertilizer at a rate of 2 teaspoons per 10 litres of compost. But we're not just doing that, we're also going to mix in this moisture retentive gel. You'll see when it comes out of the bag, it almost looks like flakes. Once these flakes hit the moisture of the compost, they expand into small sponges, and that keeps hold of the moisture in your container for longer. So this really is the gardener's best kept secret to keeping your containers watered even when you're not there. So we're going to mix in a little bit more compost and then start to build up our basket with plants. Every basket needs a centerpiece as well, but try and think outside the box with what you put into your basket. Here, I'm using an ornamental grass as that centerpiece to the basket. So it doesn't have to be annuals, you can use some perennials as well. And of course, at the end of the season, all we need to do is replace the plants around the edge, which are the annuals, and this perennial can stay in there for years to come. We're then going to build up the basket with a range of 3 different patio and basket plants. The first one to show you is Nemesia, and it has a delightful fragrance. It is like sweet sugar. So we're going to plant those into our basket around the side. So we're going to plant up 3 different varieties of plant in a mixed manner around the edge. So the first one is going in like that, and make sure you plant it very firmly into the soil. I prefer to plant up in a little bit more of a relaxed manner, so I don't want the plants to be completely orderly. I want them to look slightly more natural as well. So I'm planting these in a very informal style around the basket. But of course you'll notice that the grass is a little bit taller, as is the Nemesia. Every good basket has taller plants as well as smaller trailing plants around the side. So you want to have a lovely ball of colour which matches the shape of the ball at the base. So we're building in a few Nemesias in here. Now I believe in planting more plants in the container than you usually would, because that means that they fill out quicker and give you that display a lot sooner. Many people plant smaller plants into their baskets and then have to wait many weeks for them to develop. I am a little bit more impatient and I want that instant impact, so that is why I'm planting plants ready in flower into our final container. I'm also going to plant in a bacopa. Now this is a plant you'll probably recognize because it's been available for baskets for many years, but new developments mean that there are now a whole range of different colors available. So we now have mauves, we have lavenders, we have whites, even double white flowered varieties as well. So we're going to pop those into the container as well, all around our Nemesia, which we've already planted up. So last one to go just in around there. And then I'm going to move on to my alyssum, which is also known as lobularia. It's again a very traditional plant that can be grown in rockeries, pots, different bedding schemes, but also in containers because it will trail over the side. It flowers for a very long summer period as well, and it gives you a very gorgeous, intoxicating honey fragrance too. And another little secret about alyssum, the flowers are edible, so you can use those to decorate the top of cupcakes or maybe sprinkle a few through your summer salads as well and kind of show off to your friends. A lot of people tend to be very shocked at edible flowers and sometimes a little bit scared to try them, but alyssum has a little bit of a crunch to it and it has a slight honey flavor as well as honey fragrance. So we're going to pop those last few alyssum into our pastel mixed container, and we're going to slot those into every available space as well. So this is going to be a basket that's going to develop and look good almost instantly. So the last one just popping in there, and then we're going to fill in all of those gaps with fresh compost. So we're just going to make sure we filter into all those little gaps to make sure there isn't any areas where air and moisture can collect, because of course that could cause waterlogging or even worse, slight rotting to the base of your plants. So we're going to go all around the container and work that compost into all of those small areas. You may prefer to use a funnel to do this. Maybe a wide-necked funnel would be very useful to make sure that compost goes into every available hole. So a little bit more into the front there, and then make sure your plants are in place. Kind of push them in just gently, and then do a little bit of that live flower arranging as well. Make sure the grass is coming through the nemesia. Make sure your whole basket is looking just how you want it to, and you encourage everything to grow into each other and give you that fuller display. And of course now we've got that whole layering effect. So we've got the Carex grass at the top, we've got the fragrant nemesia at the next level. We've then got bacopa, which is going to trail down over the sides and in a range of different colors. And then alyssum with that honey fragrance. So you can see that the basket has been developed to look good from every side as well. So you're going to hang this into a sunny position. This is very good for a sunny spot in your garden or by the front door. If you've got a shady spot, then choose fuchsias and begonias. Now you can see the basket is ready to hang out, and it's looking colourful and bright straight away. So that is our pastel mix. But I just want to show you what we built earlier, which is a more vibrant mix. So the choice is yours, depending how confident you want to be with your colour outside your home this summer, then either go for the glorious tropical colours or the very soft, poetic pastel hanging basket. Good luck with whatever you plant up, and have a great gardening season. So if you've been inspired by this planting, then please subscribe to us on YouTube or hop onto the WI website to see the whole range of videos that I've prepared for you.